Good afternoon. What? Oh my word. Did you think I was talking good afternoon, parents? Thank you. I think like one person over there, okay. No, thank you so much for being here. I know a 2 o'clock performance maybe isn't always the best thing, but it is what we do in this kind of tie up our camp week, so I appreciate you making time for that. I wanted to take a moment before we get started to just, I'm going to jump down so I can see you, this has been a great first week. I know some of these kids were maybe let down last year when we lost our 5th grade band program. I'm really heartened by what happened this week. Just kids that were really excited to learn. I had someone come up to me when we were taking one of our first breaks. I was doing the trombone section. They said, "Can I just play my trombone instead of taking a break?" And I was like, "Oh, I love that so much." But no, you need to get water and take a little break right now. So, this is not a one-person endeavor. This takes many, many people. So I want to take a moment to thank and just recognize some of the people that helped this week. Mary Shamoon was helping with our flute section. Julie Zajac was helping with our saxophones. Over Ashley Grimseth, oh my gosh, that's not happened in a while. Ashley Sands, she was a former student, kind of a former student, somewhere in there. Ashley Sands, high school choir teacher, but great clarinet player, so she helped with our clarinets. Mr. Josh McGowan is our high school band director, and he was doing trumpets. And then Mrs. Peterson back at the soundboard. We will be co-teaching 6th grade band this year. She's a percussionist, so she worked with the percussion, but like the other band directors, we kind of do everything. So I just really, really appreciate all the adults that are helping out to make this a strong week for your students. So I'd appreciate it if you could just give a round of applause to those section coaches for their work. And we used to have a different model for camp, but now we do this thing where like they're getting a lot of time with like a specialist on their instrument, and it is a big deal to have this time. And I hope that you noticed very fast growth in 3 days because of that, not one-on-one time, but instrument-specific time. What you're about to see right now, we're going to do for you, is pretty much what our rehearsals look like this week and even into the school year. Just a little glimpse of that. So it's not polished performance stuff. We're merely rehearsing with an audience. And you'll see kids participating on different levels of this. So we hope you sit back and enjoy the music that we learned this week. I was willing to jump off the stage, but not step on it in front of everyone. I just thought that could be bad. So, like I said, this is rehearsal, so it's not all even music. The first thing we're going to do is actually breathing exercises right now. Band, I want you to stand up and do some dynamic breathing. We're going to start with the arrow. Put your toes in a safe place. Put your trouble to be able to let that change if you want. Okay, and 4 bone arrows. You ready? And all right, give me 5 darts and start forward. Ready? We're on the football field, we're face is in the spot where you can sit the flat feet and not let them move. Okay? That string on your head, get nice sitting up nice and tall. Instruments up. Are you ready? Can you do this? Okay. Ready? Down, inside, outside, up. So the first few pages are really just we're trying to learn instruments, get some muscle memory. So it maybe doesn't sound like songs yet, but it's all the, we're in the stages of getting there. We're going to get to some songs. But one of the things that, one of the many things that we do that's maybe just a little bit different is we do something called instrument demo. Because sometimes kids are really proud of something they figured out on their instrument and they want to share it. And why not give them a platform? And I even had some students that made sure today during the showcase, is there an instrument demo? And I said, yes, Martin Graber, there is an instrument showcase. And then he said, what song should I play? And I was like, I don't know. Pick one from your set list, I guess. So I bet Martin's hand's the first one up. Instrument demo. Martin. What are you going to play for us? Well, you play and we'll guess. Summer, what do you got to play for us? Oh, no, again, you just play and we'll listen. Summer. Let's hear it for Summer. Summer, I hope you don't mind me saying this, but that was a big deal because Summer volunteered this morning and we kind of froze up a little bit. So for you to be bold enough to do that again in front of an audience, way to go, Summer. I'm proud of you. Ava. Great. She said it's really high. I won't be ready for that. Oh, that was great. A little trill there. Let's hear it for Dominic. Go ahead, buddy. Different kind of shark. It's a medley, I guess. Thank you, William. Nice job. That's it. All right, Caitlin. I might have thought of that. If you get tired, trombone parents, of that race car sound, I do apologize, but it's so fun to do. So, before we go on to play a little bit more, I wanted to talk to you all while I have you here about practice, because inevitably that's the thing that ends up being kind of a problem for a lot of different reasons, because we are busy. At some point in time, even the kid that was the most excited about this shiny new instrument that they get to play, it'll start fading a little bit. I think you all know regular practice is so important for anything that we do. A lot of times we draw analogies to sports, and I was talking about like a basketball player taking free throws over and over and over and over again for that kind of consistency that you need. Same thing is true for these instruments. And so what I don't want to have happen at homes is the second you feel like it's a headbutting match, somebody in this game is not really thinking about this right. I would challenge you to be more inquisitive than demanding. What should you be practicing? What do you really like to play in band? Like, what's a really fun thing for you to do? Maybe, could I get you a book? There's lots of books out there. When I was in 7th grade, I loved the movie Aladdin. I had it on VHS. I used to watch it, rewind it, watch it, rewind it. And when my parents bought me the Aladdin trombone book, That was actually the turning point in my time as a musician. That's when it really, for some reason, that connected. So maybe it's something like that. And if you're like struggling to find what that connection piece can be, reach out to us. We'd be happy to help you. To me, one of the most important things about practice, maybe I'll say the two most important things about practice is that there's a space. There's a space where I can go and I can sound squawky and I can make mistakes and I don't feel like somebody's on top of me while I'm making those mistakes. So a practice space is a really important thing. Not easy to do in everyone's home, I know that. We do have spaces at school if a kid ever wants to come in before or after school to practice. We have students that do that occasionally, and we welcome that if that's something that's needed. But the other thing is consistency. I think consistency is actually even more important than time. I would rather know that a student is getting their instrument home 3 days a week, but it's always Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday that they're practicing. And they do it every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. That consistency is better than a kid that takes it home maybe on a Monday and maybe does an hour. You know, if you're doing Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and you're doing 20 minutes, you're going to grow more on your instrument than if you try to just randomly do an hour a week here and there. So that's maybe my challenge to you, is to think about space and how to build consistency into the schedule so they can get, especially this first year, so much happens, so much is learned, and we've got to reinforce it with that time at home. If you ever feel like it's a head-butting match, I want to help you get through that and help you and your students, so please reach out. We are going to just show you now, speaking of practice at home, some of the strategies that we use in band that your students will be using at home. And so you're going to hear things like singerings, tap, top, play, wind pattern, which I don't even think I taught them, so I might be teaching that one on stage today. And that's something else you can talk to your student about, is like, well, what practice strategies did you use today? And if the answer is 0 during their practice session, something's not right. So anyway, we're going to finish up here with just some of these practice strategies. All right, so band, page 6, number 14. We're going to do singerings. Singerings. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ta, 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 ta. So that brings our performance here to a close. I'm going to ask a couple things from you. We need to get the stage cleared for some stuff that's going on this evening. So once the kids put their cases and stuff away, I'm going to ask that they grab a music stand and bring it back to the middle school band room, and then they can come back here and they're free to go. So if you can just give us a little extra minute there to clear that. And if any of you, after they get their stands off, want to come up and help us rack chairs, we welcome that help as well. I just want to give you a little insight. If you haven't had a middle schooler before, the 8-day rotation that the middle school uses tends to confuse you guys more than them. And so I just want to give you, I'm going to tell you what it is. If you have questions to maybe get some clarity, you can come and ask me. But the middle school schedule works on an 8-day rotation. That means the first day of school is day 1. Next day of school is day 2, and then day 3, and day 4. This is where, like, it seems easy now, but then people start getting confused, right? We have the weekend, and some people go, oh, we go back to day 1. No. It's an 8-day rotation, so it's day 5. And then 6, 7, 8, back to 1, wherever we end up. And they'll have lessons and their music classes mixed into that 8-day rotation. So they may, depending on what they're involved in, let's say they're in band only, I believe their band days are going to be 1, 3, 5, 7. If they do like band and orchestra, there's only 4 days for music, so 2 of those days will be orchestra and 2 will be band. So when your student gets involved in a couple things, it does start to maybe complicate it a little bit. We'll do our best to communicate that with you. I always ask. I think if I don't have it now, I'll have like a Google Calendar that you can actually print off and hang up so you know what day it is to help your kid out. So it's great for you if you can get your head wrapped around that and then help these guys get their instruments when they need it. So we've had a great week. Can we get one more round of applause for these students and their work with me? So students, what I'm going to ask is that you start with casing up your things, and then grab your music stand and bring it back to the middle school band room, and then you're free to go.